Hello, this is Deokbin, your psychological mentor. As we go through life, there will inevitably be situations where we experience stress. But I believe that only when you have a clear understanding of what stress really is can you properly overcome it. It's impossible to live without experiencing any stress at all. Sometimes I tell my students and mentees that I don't have any stress, but in reality, a person who doesn't experience stress probably isn't even a living being. So every person inevitably experiences stress. But is stress necessarily a bad thing? No. Let's take a moment to think about that.
This is something I've read in books quite a bit, but apparently squids have a really bad temperament.
Their temperament is so bad that it's actually very difficult for us to eat live squid.
So, when a squid is caught, it can't control its own agitation and ends up dying from it.
So, in order for us to properly eat live squid, it has to be shipped directly from the local area. When it's shipped to us, it probably comes in something like a fish tank.
Inside that tank, you have to put in one of the squid's natural enemies. Then, the predator will try to catch and eat the squid, and as the squid frantically moves around to escape from its enemy, it doesn't even have time to get stressed. So we end up eating a truly fresh, live squid.
So, stress isn't always a bad thing. If we were never put in stressful situations at all, we would hardly be able to grow, life would be boring and lethargic, and it would just end without meaning. So you really need to understand that stress itself is absolutely not a bad thing. To further support this, let me tell you one more thing. There is a fish called a koi, which is often raised for ornamental purposes, especially in Japan. When koi are raised in small tanks, they only grow to about 5 or 6 centimeters at most, remaining small fish. But if you raise these koi in a large aquarium or a pond, a fairly sizable pond, they can grow to about 35 centimeters, more than 6 times larger. So, in a large pond, there would naturally be more stress.
However, they grow even more. And if you raise these koi in a large river, they can reportedly grow as big as 120 centimeters.
It's the same fish, but depending on where it lives and what kind of environment it has, its size changes as if it were a completely different being. The scale becomes different. So, while a place without any stress might make things comfortable for you in the short term, if there's no stress at all, there's also no growth.
If that koi swims in a big river, there will be more predators and more dangers, but if it manages to overcome each of those challenges, then it can truly unleash its incredible potential. That's why people always say things like this: no pain, no gain.
So there is always something to be gained from pain, and if you come to accept that as a given, you will find yourselves growing and developing continuously. Keep in mind that if it's not at least a little painful, well, you probably haven't put in real effort. Don't worry about things like stress. Just give it your all and do your best. Instead, replace those thoughts with confidence that you will become even better, and believe that you will gain something from it. If you start to feel that pain as hope, it just joy, the abilities and power you'll acquire, and focus on those feelings, then what others find difficult won't be difficult for you. It won't be hard for us. So I hope you all become people who can overcome things like that, even in the midst of stress.
Just like a koi fish, remember that your potential can definitely be revealed even more in the face of greater stress factors. So even if things get tough, I hope you endure with composure and overcome them well.
If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Always stay strong. See you next time. Thank you.